Gonna try this again. We're gonna go with a load of waste paper from St. George, Utah to Texarkana, Texas. I will not be able to do any coast to coast as the recent update, the coast to coast mod is currently not working, so we'll have to wait for them to update that before we can get to it. But for now, let's get this started. We're on episode number 10 of American Truck Simulator. And get that out of the way, forget. Tux will be up there on the dash throughout the duration of the event.
Turn left.
One thing I'm gonna do before we get this show on the road is I gotta shut my vibrator off. Controls. Force feedback. I don't like that thing vibrating in my hand. I don't care if I'm going over bumps. Gotta make one more adjustment because this ain't working. We'll get going eventually. Don't worry. This is the exciting part. Watching me screw up. Okay. So now left here. This train's for me already. Let's do it this way. And then we'll look right this way. I wish it would just give me the right darn button. There. Now we get the visibility we need. Alright. Never know about them stupid locals be trying to cut out in front of you or something.
Turn left.
And the light is red, so we won't go. We'll stop instead. There's a school. Is that? I guess it's over there. Funny, I never noticed that before. And that's okay, as long as I don't run over the kids, it's all good. Will I be obeying the speed laws? Probably not. Well, more than likely not. There ain't no probably about it.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now. At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now. Turn right. We are finished.
We ain't finished, we just getting started. Well, if I wasn't pulling a trailer, I'd use the first option of earn money for your company using your own truck. Sometimes I'll do the World of Truck missions when it's beneficial, but the trouble is I've had to stop halfway through. The timer does not stop, it keeps going, so you can end up getting late penalties on your load. But I do the World of Truck missions when there's a quest to do. The prizes for completing the quest are usually not that great, but you know, it's a thing to do, I guess. Do they seriously have me pulling in the opposite way? No, I guess not. It looked that way in the mirror. That's weird. N-Haul. That's the non-copyright version or trademark version of U-Haul. I do believe Walbert's, which I'm at now, is their version of Walmart. Doing this in real life is actually a lot easier because you can see better out of real life mirrors, for one. I don't like how close I am. And there's no depth perception here, so you're just kind of guessing a little bit how close you are to things. Now when I'm playing multiplayer, I'll do the overhead look like this when I'm backing in. Because, well, people don't like to wait for you to do your thing. They want to get in your way and try to beat you and to get all in the way and stuff.
Time to hit the road.
It's just easier to go overhead so you can see what you're actually doing. But right now we got our load and we're heading to Texarkana, Texas with our load of waste paper. Nice looking trailer, isn't it? Gotta stop looking at the trailer and look where I'm going. Spot to look at the trailer once in a while to make sure you're not going to run something over with it, but still gotta look where you're going.
Turn left. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
There's exit number 1. There's exit number 2. There's exit
now.
Exit number 3rd.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Exit number 1.
Exit now.
Exit number 2nd. Nice leisurely drive through the neighborhood. When we're not in the neighborhood, we're just driving along. Well, since I'm doing coast to coast, I think I'm going to do small roads after this. As you can discover more, see more. Yeah, they take longer, but that's okay. according to my calculations, and I am correct, we got the cruise
Keep
control
right,
set at
and then
75.
exit right.
Because 75 is a good speed to get you there.
Exit right.
In real life, most big rig
Keep
tires are not designed for over 75 mile an hour speed. So if you see a truck going faster than that, he is taking a bit of a risk and maybe putting you at risk.
Go straight on.
But he could be having more better rig tires than what is normally used. So, I mean, you can't necessarily say they're evil people. I expect if they're going faster than they should, then the tires are designed for. Worst case scenario, they're probably going to wear quicker, and hopefully they'll change the tires before it becomes an issue.
Go straight on. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Okay, we stop, we look, we turn right on red. I promise that at some point when I decide what I'm going to do with my life, well, probably after I move, because I'm concentrating on that right now, sometimes. But I'll try to do actual schedules of when I'll do live streaming, so that maybe somebody will actually watch while I'm streaming. If people will actually join my chat while I'm streaming, I'm going to have somebody be a mod, I suppose. But we'll see who turns up when they do, if they do. Last time I looked, I had a whole 12 followers. Thank you, you're all great. May have more, may have less now, I don't know. I don't look at it every day. Not monetized at this point. It's not what I'm looking to do. We're not looking to make money, just looking to be here, I guess. Maybe at some point in the future I'll get set up for that, but it's not on the top of my priority list right now. Well, I guess we're going to keep right, because we don't want to keep left. I mean, we could keep left, but that'd be silly. Well, when I do the small roads instead of the interstates, I can do more scenic runs. Downside to that is harder to pass slow traffic because you don't have as many lanes. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
And there goes the donut patrol. Honk honk. I do that once in a while for some reason, don't know why. Oh, I'm a honky. That's what it is, yeah. I had one of my Facebook accounts get totally shut down permanently. They wouldn't even listen to my appeal. All I did, and I called myself this, mind you, I wasn't calling it to anybody else, but I said on one of my Facebook comments that I'm a honky white devil cracker.
Keep right.
And Facebook
And then
shut
turn
me
right.
down permanently for that. Good thing I had one of my old accounts that I hadn't used in a long time to fall back on.
Turn right. Never mind. I'll find
There
a
I
new
go
route.
talking about stuff and forget to pay attention to detail. So we'll just do a quick turn here. With any luck, it'll be quick. I done scuffed my truck. Okay, so there's a lot of traffic here. Only 7% damage though, that's not bad. Pretty sure I have the no damage mod on, but we'll have to double check that at some point.
Finding a new route.
And it'll take us a minute to get through this
Keep left
intersection.
and then turn left.
Because I get to run in my mouth, I'm daydreaming, I forget to pay attention.
Turn left.
And she says all this while I'm sitting still. So we had Hurricane Debbie pass through my area, but we're on the very outskirts of it. We get very little rain in my area, in my immediate area, but we did get some horrendous wind, a little bit of trees down, some power outage, but overall, this time we get lucky. Lindenville, a little bit south of me, I don't know how they made out this time. They've been catching hell this year. July 2024, major flooding and devastations, washouts twice in July. And people are catching it hard. Even Island Pond, Brighton, Vermont area caught it pretty bad with this last one, the end of July. They weren't as bad on the first time around, but yeah, 'tis the season, and looks like we got more of that mess coming. I live on high ground, very sturdy rock ledges, things of that nature. So, I mean, for me, I'm lucky. I'm not worried about it. But some of them other people, holy moly, I feel for them.
Keep right, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
I'd like to be able to listen to music like I used to do when I was playing this, but being on YouTube, they like to be all worried about copyright laws and stuff. I guess I can understand that, seeing that the lawyers are all uppity and trying to make their money. Slower traffic, keep right. I'm not going to be able to get up speed to be able to pass him in time for this to end, so I'll just stay behind him. Remember, always keep right except to pass. Do not be a left lane loser. Commercial vehicle stop, half mile. As we enter Arizona. And we don't have to stop, we're getting there. You can bypass the nearby way station and have a safe journey. Well, it looks like the fella in front of us is stopping. Could be a female fella, but might be a male fella. It's hard to tell what kind of fella it is from here. Shoot, even people who are that same particular fella don't know what they are, some of them. Take it for what it's worth. If a man wants to call himself a woman, fine, who cares, it does not affect me. If a woman wants to call herself a man, fine, who cares, it does not affect me. If they want to change it every day, who cares, it does not affect me. Where it is important is during a medical emergency. The doctors need to know what they have coming to them ahead of time so they can set up properly for it. Medical treatments for a male is not necessarily the same as for that as a female, depending on what the situation is. So to be healthy and save your own life, make sure you can stay with us. That is really the only time you need to admit biologically who you are. Beyond that, I could care less.
Turn left.
And that's all I'm going to say about that. For all you holy rollers out there, yes, I am ordained. I do not have an active congregation. All I will say is, judge not lest ye be judged. It's not up to me to judge people. That will come on Judgment Day.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Has anybody ever actually came from Alabama with a banjo on their knee? I mean, that just seemed kind of awkward to me. It certainly can't be easy to walk around with a banjo strapped to your knee. Would anybody really do that? I don't know.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
That engine sound, Jake brake. When I was in the military, mostly National Guard portion of it, I did this. But I'd be in a convoy of trucks, and there's always these towns that had "Do not use your engine brake. It is against the law" type of signs at the beginning of them. And every time, right in front of the town clerk's office, especially if they had a police station in it, I'd hit that Jake brake as loud as I could, make that sound like. And no, they never lit out after us, tried to figure out who it was, or maybe they knew and just didn't care. I don't know. But the engine brakes help slow the truck down, and quite frankly, that's a safety issue. Towns don't like trucks using Jake brakes because of the noise, apparently, or whatever it is. Some snowflake gets all head up about it. don't know what goes through there or whatever up there, but whatever it is, that's what it is. No, we're in Arizona. I think we're still in Arizona. Is that really where the iced tea comes from? One of these days I'll have to look on a bottle and see what it claims.
Go straight on.
And we'll take another sip of this Monster Energy drink I probably shouldn't be drinking. But I no longer drink the alcohol as of, what is this? 7.5 months ago, December 28th. I decided to be sober and been sober ever since, and holy crap, I don't like it. But it's amazing how much money I'm not spending now while I'm not drinking. Okay, here, well, it took long enough for a delay there. So I wonder what kind of fancy doodads they added onto this game with the last update. Every now and again they'll offer people the opportunity to test updates out ahead of time through a meta, whatever. Beta, not meta. Meta is that social networking company that stole somebody else's name, but that's besides the point. But they like to let people do beta testing so they can check things out. I don't bother with that ever because, I mean, maybe the map will change a little bit, some things will be a little different. I just wait for the final product to come out, like a new map or whatever, and then I do what I gotta do. That is my preference. Keeping right. And looks like we're pulling for a vehicle inspection. It's gonna tell me my truck is not in perfect order because I had that crash early on. But I don't care about that. I have a lot of work to do. Your vehicle is not in perfect state. Be more careful next time. Ah, shut up. Junction's Route 64, half a mile away. We will not be going on to Route 64. Or at least not in that direction. Town called Shipwreck. That's interesting. Is this town that is called Shipwreck anywhere near water? I do not know. I'll have to look that up at some point. New Mexico. Looks like one of the things they did on the last upgrade was make better signs at state borders. I used to miss those all the time if they even had them. So welcome to New Mexico. No matter how old the people get, they will always be New Mexican. Yes, I crack me up. Somebody has to. I suppose they don't really have to, but... I don't typically play the convoy mode of this offline game. That's kind of online to get other people involved, but you have to have friends that play. I don't have friends that play, so I don't bother with it. Multiplayer, as far as American Truck Simulator goes, not many people play that, so you can literally go through a whole map and not see another soul. So for American Truck, I prefer to play offline because at least you get AI traffic to look at. If you take a look at my playlist, there's some random stuff in here that don't have anything to do with anything. It's just stuff I kind of threw together here and there, not intentionally ever plan on being what some people call influencer. Even though I don't think there's a single person that can influence, that's on YouTube, can actually influence anybody with a half a brain. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Yeah. And where I was going when I originally started all that, I do not remember. But anyway, I did not intentionally on being a YouTube sensation. It's just what it's turning out to be. Come on, turn green already. There we go. Took you long enough. Look like a scrapyard. That's where they have scraps. Scrap metal, that is, not scrap food. Don't try to eat that stuff. San Juan River. I like these extra lanes like this because then I can get past some of the slower stuff. No, I'm not the fastest thing out there, but still. There's actually stuff out there slower than me. Go figure. And looks like the rain is coming up. The windshield wipers should start working on their own momentarily. There they go.
Keep right, and then turn right.
I have the settings in the game here so that the windshield wipers are automatic. They'll come on, they'll shut off, they'll adjust their speed depending on the rain conditions. And with the same setting scenario, it's not really a scenario, I don't have to bother with a manual dimmer switch. I have that set to automatic as well. So when there's oncoming traffic or I'm close to traffic ahead of me, the headlights will dim. I have traffic offenses shut off because when I don't, it may not be the case now, but when I first started playing this game, I could be in the middle of nowhere, not near anything, not touching anything, and I would get a traffic offense for vehicle damage. Or I'd stop, turn right on red, and get a traffic light violation, which you shouldn't do when you turn right on red. So I shut the traffic offenses off. I have deactivated the fatigue simulator because that is not always convenient. When it gets around nighttime, I'll pull off and do the rest stop. I prefer to do most of my driving during the day so I can actually see the scenery. But sometimes with the fatigue simulator, it's hit or miss. It's not like specific times. They choose for you when you're tired. And I want to choose when I'm tired. Speed limit 45, but we're going to get up to 75 because that's what the cruise control said at. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and my dear, it's not delightful. If you ain't got no brain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain.
Right, and then turn right.
I don't know if I'll be staying on. No, I'm not.
Turn right.
Am I staying? I don't know what I'm on now. I don't know if I'm staying on 64 or not. But I'm gonna say no. We are now on US Route 550 south.
Go straight on.
Okay. I was still a little bit above half a tank, so I won't worry about getting fuel right away. By the way, in case you don't know, I am an old geezer. In 20 days, I'll be 60. Yes, I'm an old geezer. Get off my lawn. Back when I was a child, I used to think people my age were ancient, and now I'm one of them. It's bound to happen. Pretty miraculous I'm even still alive today, some of the things I've done. Had some heart problems that started causing me issues. Oh, wait a minute, about 30 years ago I ended up with a pacemaker. Crashed a motorcycle and it almost killed me. So the fact that I'm even still here today is almost amazing in itself. No pain, no gain is one of the sayings I disagree with. I've had all kind of pain ever since then, and I haven't gained a darn thing. And what don't kill you makes you stronger? Well, that's a load of crud too. That motorcycle crash did not kill me, and I am not stronger. I gotta find a sleepy spot. It's getting dark. I probably just passed something too. I wasn't really paying attention. Got a little drifty there. I don't know what that was about. Maybe hydroplaning on the water a little. All these realisms they keep adding to this game. Realism is good, but sometimes it's inconvenient. Broken down truck. Kind of thing happens.
right, and then turn right.
Well, I guess we'll turn right up here. Eventually. Here I am driving through the night. Let me check the map real quick. I'm gonna make this left turn in Albuquerque. Actually, we'll pull off to this next fuel stop and get some. We'll just top it off and maybe, and we'll get some rest. Don't know what time it is. What time is it? Is? Well, late enough, I guess. Oh, these long-winded red lights. I guess they have to be, though. Go, go, go!
Turn right.
Wait, it's a right turn at Albuquerque, not a left turn. Oh well, I guess Bugs Bunny screwed it up too anyway.
Keep left. Reroute. Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
She'll be telling me that we'll be rerouting, or never mind, I'll find another direction or some other random hubbub like that here in a minute. Sometimes the GPS voice gets angry sounding when I don't do what I'm told. All we gotta do is wait for the light to turn green and we'll make our move.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Oh, there go the fire truck. Hopefully this red light won't be too long.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Reroute.
Swing wide, it's a frickin' trailer. Don't be a bonehead trucker. There's a reference to that. Look up bonehead truckers on YouTube and like subscribe to that there feller. And $5 a gallon for fuel. Holy moly. Guess it could be worse. We're not in California. 152.85 gallons for $764. Sound like good a spot to sleep as any. Good night. See you in the morning. Good morning. Let's continue on our trip and get headed to Texarkana. Oh yeah, real truckers don't wear flip-flops, but I'm not a real trucker, so if I want to wear flip-flops, I will.
Turn right.
See them police motorcycles all at different spots around the maps, and there's never anybody with them.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Doesn't knock my beverage container over. Good thing there's a cap on it. Fire truck. I had a doctor one time ask me, "Do you smoke?" I looked at her and said, "Only when I'm on fire." She looked at me like I had 3 heads. I'm like, okay, I see this is a location where we don't accept a sense of humor. But I said, no, I don't smoke, jeez.
Keep left and then turn left.
Interstate 40. I've been on that interstate.
Turn left.
From Los Angeles, California to, I don't know, I think we got off it at some point near Maryland or something. We were headed from Los Angeles, Van Nuys area specifically, to Richmond, Virginia to return a Red Cross ERV, or emergency response vehicle, that is used for feeding to the chapter in Richmond. Quite an adventure that was. Drove along Interstate 40, which runs parallel to portions of the old Route 66. The interstates were put in supposedly to aid the economy and help places out, but it killed a lot of communities. I don't remember the state, but we saw one, what I refer to as a modern day ghost town. You can see the wires going to the houses, you know, for that probably at one point carried electricity. Some of the driveways even had cars in them that had been sitting there so long all the tires were flat. But those cars, and literally the whole town was just abandoned, nobody there. You want to solve a lot of homeless issues, if there are still towns like that, give a homeless person these houses, let them fix them up, do whatever, and maybe they'll become thriving communities again. I mean, maybe not, but I mean, it's just one option for solving that particular problem. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, maybe there's just too much money involved, who knows. But Drove by that spot and saw them Cadillacs buried nose first into the dirt. Was half tempted to stop on the side of the interstate and get a picture of it, but we didn't. Now this was early 1992, or late 1992, well somewhere in 1992 anyway, that we made this trip across country via mostly Interstate 40. And I cannot say that any portions of this map look accurate to that because it is so long ago, if things change or whatever. It's not going to be 100% accurate anyways because this will not be to scale. Simply because there's just not enough room on a computer to do that. So they have left some things out. Partly because of that, and partly maybe it's some sort of copyright concern or something. I don't know, I'm only guessing. But when you have only so much room to do something, you got to decide what you want to keep and what you don't want. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Fort Sumner. I've never been there. There's some historical significance to Fort Sumner. I just do not remember what it is. Mountain Road. I get if it's over there on that mountain, who
Keep
knows?
left.
Dalhart, Texas. Does that mean we're in Texas or we're going to be soon? I might have missed that particular sign. It happens. Perhaps I was passing the truck when I crossed the state line. I don't know. A sign saying Route 66, but guess what? You ain't getting on Route 66 here. That's a truck. That fella in their camper is one of them left lane losers. Should be on the right when they ain't passing, idiots. State law, something, 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 something. Couldn't really focus in on the sign to see what that said. Oh, careful, careful, don't drift too much. Like a vehicular incident over there. Get the ambulance and stuff. Well, this seems to be the more exciting part of the trip where I don't say anything, I just hear
Keep left.
pretending to have a brain sitting here doing that. I am a YouTube streamer, that is what I hear be, and blah blah blah, etc., etc., and that's all there is to that.
Keep left.
As the motto goes, don't mess with Texas. I think it'd be fun to mess with Texas. So mess. There you go. Deal with that. What are you gonna do? Talk to me about it. Ooh, ah.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
I know we're going to Texarkana, Texas, but I don't know how close we are to Texarkana, Texas.
Go straight on.
Funny thing is about Texarkana, Texas, when you cross the state line, you're in Texarkana, Arkansas. My sister's lived in Arkansas for a long time. She was married to a fella she wasn't even related to. If my sister hears that, I don't know if she'll think it's funny or not. I don't know if anybody from Arkansas will think that's very funny, come to think of it. But it came out of the mouth, it's been said, so it's too late now. Deal with it. If there's anybody in my chat room, which there probably isn't because I haven't seen anybody, hello, how are you? I am fine, have a nice day. Alright, I can see on the thingy over there, there are no viewers. There usually never is. Someday there'll be viewers and I won't know what to do with myself. But whatever I do, I won't do it in public. Ha ha ha, it crack me up, somebody has to. Rest area, 1 mile. Stop here and don't get rest. Yeah, perhaps I'll have to do some SnowRunner episodes. I've got 10 Euro Truck 2 Simulator, Euro Trucks Simulator 2 episodes done. This is my 10th American Truck Simulator episode. And I don't have very many SnowRunners done. So maybe I'll work on that for a little bit. If y'all have any requests, send me a comment. With any luck, I'll see it. When I get better at roleplay, I'll start doing some GTA 5 roleplays. I'm on the Full Throttle roleplay server. I don't do as much roleplay as I probably could because I'm all concerned about interfering with somebody else's roleplay, and I don't want to ruin their stuff. But maybe I should not care and just wing it and see what happens. I mean, I don't want to get in trouble or nothing, but yeah. A couple of nights ago, I spent my time on a motorcycle dressed as someone from the Lost Motorcycle Club, driving around like an idiot, trying to get some attention from the police, and I either couldn't find them or they were too busy to deal with me at the time, so I didn't get arrested or nothing. But that's okay, they're doing their thing, so that's fine. All of that donut patrol sitting on the side of the road.
Go straight on.
Many years ago, while visiting Miami, doing a disaster relief thing after Hurricane Andrew, I was walking up to a place and there was 2 police officers there, a young male rookie and the female lieutenant that was apparently training him. They said, "Hey, how you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm doing okay now." After getting arrested for impersonating a police officer, and the young male rookie got this stern look, and the lieutenant kind of had a smirk on her face. I almost think she knew what was coming. The rookie asked, "Well, can you tell me about that? What happened?" I go, "Yeah, I fell asleep in a donut shop." He got this angry look on his face all of a sudden, and she busted out laughing. Some of the police, they do have a sense of humor. They're people just like us. Others take things far too personally. But at any rate, that officer that was a rookie back then, I hope he's doing well and hope he's been successful in his career. And if you happen to be watching this and you remember that, hey, how are you? Let me know. I mean, that a long time ago, so it's always possible he's even retired by now. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do a remote pacemaker check today. I think they should have been tomorrow, but they put the date down for the 11th. I'll have to check, see what day of the week it's that on the thing. But the remote pacemaker checks, I used to have to put the phone receiver on this machine. When I gets confused like this, I just go around them. But at any rate, I used to put the phone, have to put the phone receiver on the machine, and now it's all done. The one I have now is all done through cell phone technology. I put the monitoring device up to the pacemaker, it does its recording thing, and then I put it down on the charging base, and it sends a transmission out through a cell phone signal, so the folks at the remote pacemaker check-in place can look at it. I believe the next one, when I get a replacement pacemaker, there'll be a tablet and the thing that you put up to the pacemaker to check it and other stuff, and it'll be all done through the internet or something. I'm not sure how that works, but we'll find out eventually. Somehow with these remote pacemaker checker devices, especially ones I have now, they can tell when your blood pressure is a little too high. I don't know how they do that. Maybe it's with how the heart's beating or what the heart rate's doing or something, but I did a remote pacemaker check once, and shortly afterwards I got a call from my local Veterans Administration hospital saying I needed to come in because they were concerned about my blood pressure. Sure enough, that was quite high. I've since become properly medicated, so that's under control. But it's amazing over the years how far medical technology has come. And welcome to Texas. Frontage Road, yep. I've seen that before in real life.
right.
Keeping right. That wasn't a burp sound if you heard it. That was the truck going brrr. I'm getting about 4.3 miles per gallon right now. Back in my National Guard military days, when I used to drive the tank, the fuel economy was a bit different. I think we had about 4.3 gallons to the mile.
Keep left.
I think burned a lot of fuel. Spent about 13 years in tanks. We started out with the M60A3. Eventually we got the M1 Abrams. By the time we got the M1 Abrams, I was a gunner at one point, and we were nailing the qualification courses in those. I think partly at the time because we were doing M1 standard qualifications with the M60A3, so we were already ahead of the game on that. We'd be at Fort Knox, and the regular Army guys would be like, "Oh, you're a National Guard, you're no good, we can outshoot you." We'd challenge them head to head, but they never accepted. But we did get more first round qualifications than they did. Some of them had trouble even qualifying.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
But my tank crew, when I was a gunner, we got a first round Table 8 qualification of Superior. And then my platoon got a first round Superior qualification for Table 12. Table 8, one tank goes downrange at a time. Table 12, 4 tanks go downrange at a time. In case you're wondering. Did you know that in Florida, when you honk horns at another vehicle that may be starting to pull out from a stop sign or something, it's not necessarily a road rage situation. In Florida, you're actually required to sound a horn in order to prevent an accident. I don't know how strictly they enforce that, but apparently if they choose to, you can get a ticket for not sounding your horn if there is an accident that happens.
Go straight on.
Wherever we are, that's where we're at. And we'll get there when we get there, not a moment sooner. I don't know if the cat is male or female. I don't want to misgender it. Who cares if you get misgendered? Quit crying over spilt milk already. At one point, I was a security guard in a state building in Albany, New York. Department of Eternal Constipation. Well, Department of Environmental Constipation, but we don't need to get into details about that. A man walked up to the desk and I said, "Good afternoon, sir. How can I help you?" And now this was well before all that gender hubbub. And he got all mad, seeming to be all mad, and he said, "Don't call me sir." And I go, "Okay, ma'am, how can I help you?" And that made him even madder. Apparently I was supposed to address him by name, even though I had no clue what that name was. I explained to him, "Well, sir, I have no idea what your name is. How about you give me your ID and we'll figure that out." He had to show ID to access the building anyway. I didn't take it personally. I expect he was just having a bad hair day and I happened to be on the receiving end of his anger. He went and did his visit and then he left. I don't remember if there's any outcome of that or not. I mean, nothing for me at all, but even then, people were odd. I'll do a quick time check. Well, almost 9 o'clock and we got about 3 hours to go. Let's see if there's a sleepy spot in here. I prefer to get places in daylight hours, so it's easier to see the backup and whatnot. I don't need fuel, but since I'm here, I'll top off anyway. I see I got some vehicular damage. That's probably that 8% from that crash I made earlier on, but we'll get that fixed at some point. Yeah, I could pretend to be all realistic and back into a spot and sleep, but forget that.
Right, and then turn right.
So we'll keep right and then turn right.
Turn right. Go straight on.
And then we'll go straight on because they don't want us going crooked on. Alright, crack me up. Somebody has to. Ambulance and fire truck racing down the road. Which one's going to get there first? Probably the one that doesn't get there second. And the fire truck is pulled ahead. Ambulance bringing up a close second. I know what that place is. It looked like a military base or something. Or might have been one of them used to be places. Am I on US Route 75? I think I'm on US Route 75. Or whatever route I'm on, that's the one I'm on. Oh, either that ambulance pulled off somewhere or took off and got way ahead. That car sitting on the side of the road, look at that. Is it? Yep, it's the Donut Patrol. Are you offended by me calling the police the Donut Patrol? Well, suck it up and get over it, Snowflake. I don't care. I have a right to say what I want. My constitutional rights do not end at the location your feelings begin. If you are offended, boo-hoo-hoo. Cry me a river, blah, 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 whatever. So we're almost to our destination. Yeah, thought there had to be a reason them cars were getting over. That's a good indicator. You watch what the cars are doing. That's when they start going left, that means there's something going on up ahead on the right. And vice versa. In this case, we went from 4-lane road to 2-lane. And Donut Patrol got another one. Hugo, Texas. One of the disaster response things I went to for the American Red Cross was Hurricane Hugo, but they sent me to Caribbean. I spent a couple days in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and then a total of 5 weeks in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. That was in December of 1989, November-December time frame. And that's the quickest I ever respond to anything, because that year the wintertime temperature was roughly on average 30 below zero, and that was without wind chill. When I left the Virgin Islands, I was carrying my heavy winter parka, as a carry-on. People looking at me like, well, where you're going must be cold. I go, yeah, you could say that. And the rest of that trip turned into a pain-in-the-neck adventure. We took off out of Puerto Rico on time, which never happens. Or at least not at that time. Landed in Atlanta. I get to the gate I was supposed to fly out on. The plane is delayed. But okay, well, I'll come back in a couple hours. Well, it's delayed even longer. And then so I come back, and then now I don't know how long it's delayed. So I'm just wandering around the airport. I'm looking for something to eat. Around the corner, and former President Jimmy Carter is right there. I'm literally within a couple of feet of him. A couple of fellas in suits standing next to him. So I just backed up and said, oh, getting out of his way. And I went up against a wall. Then them two fellas in the suits walked him onto his plane. Well, a couple other two fellas in suits stood next to me. Well, my plane was delayed because we were waiting for him to show up to get on his plane. Right there at the Atlanta airport. And then we got on the plane, pushed back to the tarmac, sat out there for a while. We apparently missed our takeoff window, so we had to wait to get assigned another takeoff window. But the airline was kind enough to feed us free alcohol. I do not remember taking off or getting off the ground. Landed in Boston during a heavy snowstorm. Saw a lot of flight delays and cancellations. But my flight to Burlington, Vermont was leaving. We got off the ground and the Boston airport shut down. We got into Burlington just in time. As soon as we landed, the Burlington airport shut down. And then I spent 3 glorious days in the Burlington airport without my baggage, mind you, because I got lost somewhere in transition before my family could come pick me up. I told them do not do so, it's too dangerous, I'll wait it out. But I knew one of the airlines I flew down to the Caribbean on was American Air, the other one was US Air, and somewhere transitioning between the two, my baggage got misplaced.
Go straight on.
And a couple of months later, US Air was kind enough to UPS my baggage to me when they finally found it.
Straight on.
Holy smokes, are we there yet?
Keep right. Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I don't know if the notification bell actually does anything. They say you get notifications when I get online or whatever. But feel free to test it if you choose. Oh, pay attention to where I'm driving. I look at my other screen to see if anybody's in chat. Nobody's in chat because nobody ever is. And see how my sound controls are doing and whatnot. Texarkana. Yep, we're almost there. We are now in Texarkana,
right,
Texas.
And then exit right.
The city that I'm delivering this load of waste paper to. Don't know what they're going to do with it. They probably turn it into new paper. A lot of paper mills nowadays don't use a lot of wood anymore. I don't know if they're still in operation. Mohawk paper, for instance, in Waterford, New York. Probably 95% of the paper they make is all from recycled paper. Very rarely see logs go in there anymore.
Keep right, and then exit right.
They say it's actually cheaper
Exit right.
to make paper out of recycled paper than it is to make it out of logs. And with that, it's more than likely, as they say, better for the environment.
Go straight on, and then keep left. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. Go straight on. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
And we shall enter to handle the job delivery. And I'll clicky there. Well, this will be easy or not. Let take a quick aerial look. They got a truck parked in the way. I hate when they do that. But I think if I go this way, hopefully I'll be able to. Well, car pulling in behind me. Haven't seen that before. But at any rate, the idea is I don't want to back up in there on my blind side if I can help it. Ooh, I wonder if I can get that load going out of here. A little close. Oops, I'm in cheater mode. Get out of cheater mode, dummy. You'll see the reefer is off. Reefer trailers can be used to haul dry goods. You just don't turn the reefer on. Any owner or operator that's going to own his own trailer, better off with a reefer trailer. It'll give them a wider variety of loads. Oh, another train going through. I guess they got to do something with them railroad tracks over there. And we're in. Let's see how we did. 1,355 miles. At 48 hours and 3 minutes game time, 185 gallons of diesel fuel was consumed. Made $68,592 on that load. And we are going to call this one a day. We out of here. Thanks for